Circle has also received some improvements. So if we just start off drawing a circle here, and we get in here and use our snap dots to create a smaller circle, and create a smaller circle, and create a smaller circle, and maybe go into orthographic because it's just going to only get weirder. Alt V to look at it in HQ so we can see some good shading here, and we'll take this in, and you can see that right here circle breaks down. However, in the scale that we're looking at here, this is actually in relation to the modifier in place here, and more than likely we actually just hotline, so we can actually go even further. So let's actually do that. So we're making another circle here, except now it looks like the normals are being a little crazy. So now we're at the level where we're triggering repeat. But if we zoom back out, you can see that there's been improvements made to Circle to make it more capable of working at even smaller scales. This is something that, you know, we don't actively support. We don't particularly care about making the smallest circles known to man because the weld modifier is just a cruel mistress. If we draw a shape here and we choose to keep spin, we can actually see the circle live with all the modifiers in place. So this thing's a screw, a decimate, and a weld. And if we turn this off, we can actually scale this thing down. You can see that right now my origin point is set to bounding box center. We can change that to center, and let's draw that shape again. Actually, let's draw it, but shift to live. So here we are with our origin in the correct place this time. And we're just gonna scale that in, apply to scale, scale it in, apply to scale, scale it in, apply to scale, scale it in, lose our object, but we'll scale it in, apply our scale, and now you can see that weld is actually beginning to dissolve the shape itself. So if we turn weld off, you can see that weld is the culprit. And so great care has been taken to make sure that weld is small enough to accommodate the circles that are being created. But just letting you know that if weld does become an issue because you're working at microscopic scales trying to make a hair, that these are the reasons why. And Blender itself isn't really a big fan of you creating geometry the size of hairs, but just know that because of customer complaints and things like that, that we've taken great care to ensure that you can cut the size of follicles.